You want to know how to polish 22.5s on the trailer? Well, I'm going to show you how. Alright, so usually I pull all my wheels off of trailers, trucks, but in this situation I can't. I'm stuck. So I'm going to sand and polish these wheels on the trailer. It's going to be not too hard because the hubs on the trailer are small. Trying to do this on a tractor, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because it's got bigger hubs, but it can be done. I've done it before. So what you're going to need is a 5-inch sander, and you're going to use that 5-inch sander to do the back wall of your wheel. Now the sander doesn't fit here in between the nut, but what it does do is fits in between these two nuts. You can do half the back wall, the other half of the back wall, go to the next nut, half wall, half wall. Around the nuts you're going to have to do by hand. You can use any metal polish you want. This is going to be a tedious process. It's going to be a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, you always got to get around the nuts. And you're also going to need 10-inch pads. Why 10-inch pads? Because 10-inch pads are going to allow you to get into here without having your buffer hit any of the wheel, the hub, or anything like that. Same thing when it goes when you're doing a tractor, because the hubs are bigger and fatter. You need that 10-inch wheel to reach. And if you can get a bigger wheel, even better. But 10-inch wheel minimum. And then for the outside lip, we're going to use our regular speed sander, 5-inch. If you cannot get the outside lip good on this wheel on the truck or trailer, then forget that DM you're sending to that girl, because you ain't going to get that either. So now we're just doing around the nuts by hand, back and forth, guys. Rub your polish in, then you take it off as you go. Alright, so you actually can get into the nuts, very slow speed. You're going to want to go one way and then the other way. So be careful running your buffer inside of here. It's going to put a lot of load on the buffer, which can burn it out. If you're using a dip treated pad, which this is not dip treated, this will bend and conform, you ain't going to get in there with a hard dip treated pad. And make sure you're using 3,500 RPM or less, because at 6K in here, you're just going to bust up your whole hands. So around the nuts are done, our back wall sanded. We're going to blend our water chap just with polishing. Now we're going to sand and polish our ring. Alright, everything's sanded, ready to go. Time to cut it all down. Alright, back wall is done, water trap's done. Now on to our outside lip. Same process as everything else. Alright, we got her all cut down. Time to add some finish. Alright, last but not least, add our caps. Wow! Bang! There you go. That's one rim done on the trailer, sanded and polished, bling bling. So